This is anger, a misunderstood emotion, written and recorded by a gentleman writer. Growing up as children, we have a few basic emotions. The most emotive and most destructive of these is our anger, an emotion that brings out the worst of most. We are taught to fear it and to be wary of those who are angry. It's normally an emotion that gets used as a very last resort, out of desperation, or when someone or something has gotten under our skin and has worked our very last nerve. This is when we tend to explode into a fit of uncontrollable rage and furious anger, much like angry children, blind to all that we do. All we know is that we feel like breaking the world and inflicting as much pain, damage, and suffering on what caused us to fly into that fit of rage to begin with. This is because we were never taught how to control, focus, or hone our anger, let alone understand its true power. That is what anger is. It's the most powerful emotion we possess. It's a savage, primal, raging, internal inferno. It always makes me laugh when I take a step back and realize that there's only one other emotion that can arouse the same passion and fervor that anger does. Can you guess what that is? It's love. There is a reason why they both share the same color on the emotional spectrum, that being red. You're likely asking, why do I say that anger is a misunderstood emotion? It's because this emotion has such negative associations and connotations that are primarily negative. It's connected to things like road rage, brutal animalistic fights, murder, hooliganism, rioting, and general acts of violence against humanity and Mother Nature herself. We are told that anger has no place in society due to what anger typically incites, that being violence, fear, death, war, and destruction. I can understand why, because it's a very primal and base reaction to something that upsets us. Just look at any crowd of your typical football hooligans or angry mob who just want to tear the world apart because their team lost, or they are protesting a cause, or because they think they can get away with it, typically being led by someone such as a populist politician, or a radical with their own cause, along the lines of a Greta Thunberg, who became infamous or comical for her own angry rant, "How dare you!" The fear of anger. Of all the emotions, it's likely the one we encourage and inform the least about because of the fear and dread that comes with anger. Throughout my life, I've always hated losing my temper. It's a senseless waste of time and energy, after all, as I let someone or something anger me to such an extent that I couldn't focus, work, or do anything productive. Nothing good ever came from me losing my anger, as I would fly into a blind, furious rage. All I wanted to do was to retreat and vent my anger in any way possible. As a young child, I would destroy things that I loved, that my siblings loved. Apparently, I once even destroyed my older brother's Lego pirate ship, and basically anything else I could get my hands on. Learning to control it. As I got older, my destructive habits ceased, and I have learnt to focus and channel my anger into different avenues by going to the gym, unleashing my fury on the nearest punching bag, or going for a run to clear it from my system so that I could once again be calm and at peace. But there is a contradiction, because peace is a lie. The world is never actually at peace. It's constantly in motion. The law of the jungle is the survival of the fittest, not the survival of the calm and docile. How I learnt to control my anger from the ancient Sith. A Star Wars reference. The ancient code of the Sith from the Star Wars universe teaches us that peace is a lie. I have used this code as a tool, a mantra, to help me focus my anger since I first discovered it through the video game Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. So here it is. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. Don't fear your anger. Anger is not something to fear. It is a power to be controlled, harnessed, and focused. Anger is pure, unbridled passion. It is a phoenix just waiting to be harnessed and used to create, because if you don't harness it, it will destroy whatever or whomever is in its path. I have learnt over the years, through my own experiences, to do just that. I now focus my anger and rage, using them to fuel me, to warm me, and to give me a white-hot focus unlike anything else. When focused, our anger is an unstoppable force, an unrelenting fury that can be saddled and used to burn away fatigue, even the pains of sorrow and regret, thereby energizing you to no end. Accept your anger. Don't run from it. To fully embrace your journey with anger, remember that it can be a powerful ally when understood and controlled. By channeling this energy positively, you can unlock new opportunities, drive meaningful change, and even inspire others. So instead of quelling this emotion, learn to navigate it, embrace the potential it holds, and you might just find it leads you towards incredible paths you never imagined possible. Don't shy away from your anger. Make it your strength. Thank you for listening to Anger, a Misunderstood Emotion, written and recorded by a gentleman writer. If you enjoyed what you've heard today, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next recording. Till then, have a nice day.